Hi guys, it's me again. Well, we're back with some new videos here. It's February. It's time to start thinking about spring and doing some new things. And let's get some new videos going to get you some more music ministry and things to uplift you a little bit. We did this song today in our Bible study and worship time here at the house. And it's an oldie but a goodie from 1905. And it went along with our Matthew 10 lesson today, with Jesus sending the disciples out and reminding them of their worth. So this is story behind the song. Then Sings My Soul, 150 of the world's greatest hymn stories that I'm sharing from. And I'd like to read to you a little bit. Most people have a hobby of some sort to provide a healthy diversion from the rigors of work. Do you have a hobby? Long ago, there was a woodworker in Nazareth who counted bird watching among his diversions. We can make that assumption because Jesus later referred frequently to bird life in his sermons, saying things like this. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a copper coin, and not one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will? It's Matthew 10:29. Or, look at the birds of the air, for they neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? Matthew 6:26. Or, consider the ravens in Luke 12:26. Or, do not fear, you are of more value than many sparrows. Luke 12:7. It was this theme that caused the author of God Will Take Care of You to write a year later another great hymn on God's care. This hymn, His Eye is on the Sparrow. Sevilla Durfee Martin was a Canadian by birth, born August 21, 1869 in Nova Scotia. She became a school and music teacher, but when she married Dr. Walter Martin, an evangelist, she gave up teaching to travel with him and assist him in his meetings. This is her account of writing this beloved song. Early in the spring of 1905, my husband and I were sojourning in Elmira, New York. We contracted a deep friendship for a couple by the name of Mr. and Mrs. Doolittle, and they were true saints of God. Mrs. Doolittle had been bedridden for nearly 20 years. Her husband was an incurable cripple who had to propel himself to and from his business in a wheelchair. Excuse me. Despite their afflictions, they lived happy Christian lives, bringing inspiration and comfort to all who knew them. One day while we were visiting with the Doolittles, my husband commented on their bright hopefulness and asked them for the secret of it. Mrs. Doolittle's reply was simple. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. The beauty of this simple expression of boundless faith gripped the hearts and fired the imagination of Dr. Martin and me. And the hymn, His Eye is on the Sparrow, was the outcome of that experience. The day after writing the song, she mailed it to the famous gospel composer Charles Gabriel, who then penned the music. And I like to play you this song today and sing it for you. His Eye is on the Sparrow. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, my constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because know He watches me. Let not your hearts be troubled. His tender word I hear, and resting on His goodness, I lose my doubts and my fears. Though by the path He leadeth, one step I may see. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye, it is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. So whenever I am tempted, whenever the clouds arise, when songs give way to sighing, when hope within me dies, I draw closer near Him. From cares He sets me free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know, yes I know, and I know He watches me. Go forth and sing a new song of happiness and joy and thankfulness this week. And thank your Father for what He does for you every day. God bless you all.